You have a really good, sexy voice.
This is probably 1998. Welcome to the Breadcrumb Effect podcast,
Where we interview interesting people with a story to tell.
and share what breadcrumbs they've picked up along the way. I'm Danny.
And I'm Brittany.
Welcome to the Breadcrumb Effect.
Welcome to the Breadcrumb Effect.
Our original name of the podcast was Off Topic, which was very fitting because we often go off topic, and we were very excited about the name.
We were too excited about the name, actually. We would tell people the premise of the podcast when we were talking to them, and they were like, I think you should have something with a breadcrumb in it. We would get angry. We would say, ha, 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 ha. And then be like, no, we are off topic. We go different places. But let's talk about the logo that we first created, because I think it has a lot to do with what we currently have now.
That's so true, because we were able to pull forward a lot of those original entities that were in the logo that meant so much to us. It was so funny how offended we would get because you're right. The topic of breadcrumbs would come up in almost every conversation. So it's kind of funny that the idea was in front of us the whole time. You get so stuck on something. It doesn't matter what people say, or you're just moving forward. I'm so glad we made the change. When we talk to people about it now, they go, oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
They're intrigued. They want to know more. And then they start exploring it in their own lives, which is ultimately what we hope people get out of this, is a positive impact in their own lives.
And one thing that we have to mention about the original logo that is still a part of the new one is even though it was off topic, we put in a sound wave of Danny saying breadcrumb.
That is so true.
It was our breadcrumb.
Yeah, that's right.
That was in the original logo.
That's right.
Now it's obviously the breadcrumb effect, and we have that in the microphone.
Yes.
Yeah.
So when you look at the logo, you can see the sound wave coming out of the old school microphone. We wanted an old school microphone as sort of a nod to the history of recording. That sound wave that's coming out of it is, like Brittany said, the actual word breadcrumb. The reason it's in little dots because it is almost like we're dropping breadcrumbs along the way.
Yeah.
Do you want to share who did the logo for us?
Huge shout out to my Aunt Alicia. She's a graphic designer. Been doing this for, I don't know how long. Because now I'm older. And so
She's not going to want you to say for how long, so maybe for her own benefit.
very long time. And she's amazing at what she does. And I'm so glad she was able to do this with us, because she was one who really gave us a bunch of ideas. And she came through and was like, let's hone in on this. This is what you like. This is what you're doing. Then we threw her for a curveball and did the breadcrumb effect. And
Yeah, because she was with us on the journey for Off Topic. We wanted to go with family. In this age of AI, it is very easy to go on Canva or another logo generator, use AI to come up with a logo. We kind of did use AI at first, seeing ideas of what was in our head. What would it look like? What could it look like? Then in interacting with a human, it brings in that human piece, that human element. And it's so nice to also be able to have a conversation.
Paula, get down. Oh my gosh.
Oh, the pause. This hair?
This is our first guest. His name is Apollo. He really wants to be a guest. Oh, he's being real still.
I'm so glad we went with your aunt on the logo.
Yeah. No, she did great. I think we should talk about the font for a minute.
Agreed. Do you want to talk about why we went with this specific font?
We both are avid readers. Danny is an author as well.
I'm sure trying. I'm writing. I'm hoping to author and be published.
She's an author. You are an author.
I did. Okay, side tangent again, off topic. I did copyright my first work last year. So to me, that was a big milestone accomplishment.
Yeah.
Or is the journey of being a published author.
Yeah.
Being avid readers.
We decided we wanted to have a nod to our reading. Also, we like the nostalgia of old school things. We're modern women, but we also appreciate historical things. So we wanted to go with this nostalgic font.
We have physical copies of books here. We like holding a book and reading a book. And I like typography. I'm a typeface nerd. In another future preheating episode, we will talk about which books we have up here and why, because these are books that are specific to us and have a meaning for us.
Yeah. I think Annalicia's the one who did the ligature.
Yeah.
It was her idea to do that. It took us a minute to figure out where we were going to put it on the breadcrumb effect. What I love about the breadcrumb effect is another part of our logo is effect is larger than the breadcrumb. At first, when I saw this, I did not like it.
Well, you like things orderly, balanced,
Yes.
symmetrical.
Yes.
I like things asymmetrical, chaotic, off balance.
Which is really funny on the back end when it comes to organization. You are the one who is type A in that aspect.
So true.
And I'm more
that's so true.
la-di-da. I remember you and my aunt were both saying there needs to be something that stands out. It needs to not be boring. And then we came out with the effect of the breadcrumbs is greater than what the breadcrumbs are. The breadcrumbs are not even with the effect. And so the effect does need to be bigger.
It's the impact of the breadcrumb.
Exactly.
Which is the effect of them.
And I love that. And I love the subtle hidden messaging behind the logo that to the naked eye and to the normal consumer, you might never know. We think that it's important because once you understand that, I think it's a beautiful thing because the breadcrumb effect is a beautiful thing. Our lives are beautiful things. We're here living on earth, figuring out what we're supposed to be doing. And we're just picking up things along the way. And had we not done one thing, it wouldn't have led us to where we are now.
Because of the powerful message behind that, we wanted the logo to represent the power behind any of that. Like you said, anybody passing through, they won't be able to pick up on these little subtleties, but they're important for us to make sure they were integrated into the logo. Maybe not everybody knows what a ligature is, but it's these connecting points. It's what's connecting the C and the T together. It's a nod to literature, having these connecting points in our life and making sure we're making these connections.
Yeah.
Anything else on the logo? I think that's it. Okay, cut.
Done. Peace.
Follow your breadcrumbs.
Follow your bread.
Follow your bread.
You have a really good sexy voice. I'm like, what were those things when you used to call like 1-800 and it was
exactly.
Yeah.
No, I have a memory of I think I was like in 8th grade and we were having a slumber party. One of my friends, they had like on a ranch multiple houses, and in one of the houses we were all staying in, and I remember it being late and we were all calling, like listen to the recording. You don't quite put in your credit card info, but you still listen. This is probably 1998. Then maybe a month later, they get the phone bill.
Oh, no way.
And I think their parents must have called my parents. That they probably had like all these paper bills, 1-800. Could you imagine now being the parent being like, what 800 number are they calling in the middle of the night? It being a sex one? I would flip out.
I've called Miss Cleo before. I didn't have a freaking credit card to give.
Was she the
psychic?
The psychic, yes.
You know, those late night commercials really get you. Is she still going on?
Oh, that's hilarious.
Do kids these days even get to call 1-800 and see these cool commercials of?
Oh,
yeah,
you just go online and look at porn.
Ella says, oh, it's an ad. It's not even commercials anymore. It's ads.
It's an ad, yeah. Or they get all exposed to that on Roblox now. Well, like inappropriate things.
On Roblox?
Oh, yeah. It's bad. That's why we deleted Roblox.
We haven't started it, so
don't
we'll
start. Just don't even start it.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, wow.
If you don't listen to this with your kids in the car,
we may cuss, we may offend.
We're here to learn and laugh, not to offend.
We are not experts. So take what resonates and professional advice where needed. Thanks for hanging out with us today.
If you've loved today's conversation, subscribe so you don't miss future episodes. Continue picking up the breadcrumbs by leaving us a review and sharing.
Follow us on socials. We are at Instagram at The Breadcrumb Effect, TikTok at The Breadcrumb Effect Pod, and YouTube at The Breadcrumb Effect.
Let us know your favorite episode or what you'd like to see.
Want to be a guest or know someone with a story? Fill out our guest interest form linked in our bios.
Finally, let us know if you found the hidden loaf. Until next time, keep picking up those breadcrumbs.
They're leading you exactly where you're meant to be.